Creating is existence. It's just how I express myself in the world.
From the annals of history, the first poem.
Hey man! Oh hey dude, what's up? I just made something. Oh cool! Where is it? Well, you can't see it. What do you mean I can't see it? It's in my head. You made something in your head? Bro, I do that all the time. Okay, no, this is different. I call it a poem. A poem? What's that? It's some thoughts in my head that I put together in a pleasing way. Oh, cool, so how do I see it? Well, I'm gonna tell it to you. Ah, so it's like a conversation. It's like what we're doing right now. No, I haven't started yet. Do I get to speak too? No, I speak and you listen. So you're just talking. Yes, I'm going to recite it. Oh, hey dude, what's up? Hey, he's about to talk. About what? I don't know. Just listen.
Open mic from the edge. Featured artist.
I exist in jobs. I exist in love. I exist in high entropy. I exist with all of my walls. I exist and I exist too much. I have this feeling where like, I know if I need to write. It's this feeling that's kind of like in my stomach. You're not going to be able to survive with just your emotions right now because your emotions are so strong without being able to release some of them onto the page or onto my notes app. I exist in work, I exist in vibes, I exist in nature, I exist here. I exist and I exist too much. I exist and I don't exist enough. There was a period of like when I was like 6 or 7 or something like, no, sorry, not 6 or 7, when I was like in 6th or 7th grade, when I didn't write as many poems, and I think it was kind of detrimental to how I was doing at the time. And so the more I wrote, I found that the more I wrote, the more that I was in a better state. And there are a lot of nights where I've had like really, really bad nights where I've been like crying. Like most of my best poems have been like nights that I was having a panic attack and then I decided to write essentially how I was feeling. I exist in writing. I've written too much. I exist in medicine. I haven't taken enough. I exist, and I don't exist at all. I exist in what is here and what is real. I'm an actor, and I'm a poet, and I'm also a screenwriter. Just listen! When you're acting, you're creating a world. You're creating a character, and like, even if like 100 other people have played this character, you're still creating it. You're still creating it for the first time, because it is half you. I exist in all that is fake and but a screen. I exist in the sun that walks in shadows. I exist in dim and stuffy rooms. I exist in hot pink. I exist in beige. I exist when I don't want to exist anymore. I exist when I give existing a shot. I exist and I exist too much. I exist and I don't exist enough. I don't think I would know who I am without the things that I've created. They are the only like reminder of like, oh, this is who I am, this is what I think, this is how I view the world. Without that, it's hard to get a sense of who I am when I'm navigating the world. I exist in oxygen, I exist in carbon monoxide, I exist in tetrahedrons, novels, and genocide, I exist in staples of photocopied paper, I exist in calculators and crayons and tumors and heartaches, I exist in rain clouds and clear sunsets, I exist in pitch black. And so you have a combination of the written character, the way the author intended it, and yourself, and who you are as a human being. that provides the natural aspect to acting. That makes the written character human. That's the thing that brings it to life, is yourself. I exist in pure white. I exist in fire and in carpets. I exist in my own body. I exist in the moon. I exist as if I will never exist again. I exist because I will never exist again. I exist, I want to exist more. I exist, and I have to exist less. So when you combine those things, you get a character. You create a world in which this character exists. Writing is very, very similar. When you're screenwriting, you take an idea of a character, a fictional character, and you take yourself and how you would say these lines. When I write screenplays, I think to myself, gee, what would I say if I was this character in this situation? If I was this person in this situation, what would I say to someone else? I exist, motherfucker, I exist, and I wish I had a vote in existing. I exist, and where are my roses? Existence is just, we're so small, like, in the scale of the universe, but, like, I used to take that as, like, as a means of, like, saying, well, like, then what's the point of anything? But what's the point of anything is, like, I exist, and my existence is a light breeze, and your existence is a tsunami. I exist, and I want to puncture a hole into how I exist. I want to stab my existence, melt it. I exist, I want to hug my existence, eat it. I exist, I want to throw my existence far away. I exist, I want to exist away from existence. Life is my inspiration. There's an oft quoted, saying where it's just like, write what you know. And I can only write about my life. I can only write about my experiences if I really want something that is visceral and true to who I am. Otherwise, I might be writing, but I am writing as a shell. I'm writing as something that is not me. I exist, and that is indefensible. I exist, and I am the prosecuting attorney. I exist. That is a fact. I exist, and I shouldn't explain why. I shouldn't ask why. I exist, and I shouldn't complain. I exist, and I need to march on. I exist, and fuck me for hating existence. I exist, and I hate that I hate it. My first poem was, I was 4. I wrote my first poem when I was 4. And it was just because I wanted to try and write a poem, so we used like one of the formats. We used like an online format for a poem where it was like, I am this, or something like that, and it was like, I feel, I think, whatever. And that poem was called Rooftops and War. I still remember that. It was my first poem. I exist, and I should love my existence. It's a pretty damn good existence. I exist, and I want to feed my existence, but I have no more food for it anymore. I exist, but it's getting to be too much. I exist, and it's nothing compared to you. I exist. God damn it, I exist. I know you know I exist, but I'm telling myself so I don't forget. That's the point of existence. That's the point of existence, is to try and find some meaning for yourself, because the universe doesn't have a point. It's so big, and we're such a small part of it, that it's like being an extra in a film or a play. It's like, no, you're not going to like have much screen time or stage time at all. I exist, motherfucker, I exist, and I exist too much. I exist, and I don't exist enough. I exist when I feel like red is the only color. And anybody who's in the audience is probably not going to recognize you. I exist like the summer is always ending. But you should still be in the moment. It's finding like, well, okay, who am I in this scenario? I exist as if it's all ending all the time. I exist in every country. And I exist because tomorrow I may like it more. You gotta find meaning for yourself. That's living, that's existing, that's being in the present moment. I exist because I wear pink shirts. I exist to feel wrong. I exist to get correct. Being in the present moment is making sure that, like, what happens, happens. I exist to find out that correct is incorrect. I exist, and where is the end to my writing? I exist, and I write. And right now, there's not enough room for both. I think that making your life, your inspiration, everything that you find around yourself that's the good stuff, you know.
is flying. You're tired, but you just can't fall asleep. The ocean is quiet and deep. The moonlight is your heart, shining on an empty